What up, world? It's your boy FXL. This is the Ride and Dirty Show, the show where we bridge the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, man. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday to everybody. Hopefully everybody out there had a wonderful weekend. Hopefully everyone is staying safe, staying upbeat, and staying positive, man. 2020 has been a very unexpected year with a lot of things going on, but you know what? We're still around. We're making it through. We got about a little over 4 more months and the year will be over, man. So again, one time for everybody on the check-in. All right, I always got to say one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM Atlanta. I see you guys. Thank you for providing a platform for the Ride and Dirty Show for so many years. All right, also got to say one time for the good people over at live365.com. Live365.com is our official partner for our very own internet radio station. That's right. We've been blessed to have an opportunity to launch our very own internet radio station, and the name of our station is Ride 95. Now, the really dope part about Live 365 is Live 365, they are a hub for our radio stations to broadcast live on the internet. All right. Now, a lot of your favorite terrestrial radio stations broadcast live through Live 365, and now so do we. Now, the way to access our radio station is very easy. All you got to do is go to live365.com. In the subject line, make sure you type in the words Ride 95. All right, once you type in the words Ride 95, you will see our station logo pop up. Once our station logo pops up, all you got to do is listen. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. I know I said that backwards. Now, if you want to check it out via your mobile app, all you got to do is download the Live 365 app. Once you download the Live 365 app, in the search engine, type in Ride 95, click on the station logo, and the same thing. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year of original programming, independent music, news, all kind of good things. So definitely lock us in and check us out. All right. Now, also got to say one time for the good people over GCTV Roku. That's GCTV Roku. We've also partnered up with GCTV Roku, and all our interviews now are broadcast live on GCTV Roku. That means if you have a Roku TV, you can check out all our interviews, all right? Also, one time for all the streaming platforms that we broadcast our interviews, whether it's iTunes, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, Facebook Live, all you got to do is type in Ride and Dirty Radio, and we will definitely appear in your search engine, and we'll have some good interviews and good information for you, all right? So, again, thank you to everyone that makes us in this platform possible to continue to bring you people who are definitely doing their things in our communities. All right, now let's start off by saying today is Monday, August the 17th. I gotta say happy birthday to my man Lil Pump. A lot of y'all might know the Gucci Gang rapper Lil Pump turns 20 years old today. Also gotta say happy birthday to rapper Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas turns 32 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to one of the original Bay Coast MCs, even though he's still young. My man Lil B. Lil B turns 31 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to ATL Underground legend Pee Wee Longway. Pee Wee Longway turns 36 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to one of the founding members of the legendary hip-hop group De La Soul. My man Pasta Noose, or Pos, turns 51 years old today. And gotta say happy birthday to NBA player, member, I think he's still with the Memphis Grizzlies, Rudy Gay, turns 34 years old today. You know, I always like to tell you guys, a great way to say happy birthday to someone is follow what they're doing on social media. Check out footage of their music, their sports, whatever they're doing. Check them out. Great way to pay homage. And always check out their social media and drop them a line. Tell them happy birthday. Make sure you hashtag the Ride and Dirty Show. That way they'll know we shouted them out. All right. Monday, August the 17th. Today is National Thrift Shop Day. All right. For all my thrifty people, today is National Thrift Shop Day. On National Thrift Shop Day, which is August 17th, get ready for some bargain shopping. Nearly every town in the United States offers a thrift shop, a secondhand store, so there's no excuse not to celebrate today, all right? A thrift shop, also known as a thrift store, charity shop, hospice shop, secondhand shop, consignment or resale shop is a retail establishment that sells gently used items. Typically, charitable organizations run the stores to raise money according to the organization's stated profitable charitable purpose. All right, the organization may also use some of the items to help others get back on their feet after a disaster and when times have been difficult. All right, now the way to celebrate today is very, very easy. Seek some specials at the thrift shop in your area. If you have items that you no longer use, consider donating them. Check your local thrift shops for deals and make a day of shopping with a friend or a family member on this special occasion. If nothing else, go volunteer at your local thrift store. All right? If you choose to participate today, be sure to hashtag Thrift Shop Day on all social media platforms. All right? Again, August 17th is National Thrift Shop Day. Hopefully everybody's out there celebrating. Me personally, I love thrift shopping. So, hey man, y'all go get your thrift shop on today. All right? All right. Now, real quick, I got a little hip-hop news. Not going to give you too much because I want y'all to check me out and my news on YouTube. But I got to say, one time for Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they broke the 1 week streaming numbers on YouTube for their brand new single WAP, over 81 million streams. Man, they killed it. That's all I can say. If you haven't seen WAP, go check out WAP. All right? Wet. I ain't going to tell y'all what it stands for. But go check out WAP. They broke the 1 week YouTube streaming plateau for their brand new single, WAP. All right? Shouts out to those ladies. Definitely. Shouts out to my man Rod Wave. He has a brand new album, Pray for Love. It just returned to the top 5 charts on the Billboard chart, so definitely one time for him, and also one time for NLE Chopper, who not only did he make was announced that he was part of the freshman class this year, but he just scored his first top 10 entry on the Billboard chart, so definitely one time for NLE Chopper. And I gotta say one time for my man Kanye West. Yesterday he brought back Sunday service. He brought back the Sunday service in Wyoming, and guess who was there with him? That's right, his wife Kim K was alone by his side during his outdoor worship session. So one time for my man Kanye West. And speaking of Kim K, Kim Kardashian has officially demanded the release of No Limit Soldier, New Orleans born, New Orleans rapper C Murder. So hopefully Kim Kardashian and her reform team will get behind everything they need to do and help get C Murder free. All right, we want to see justice for C Murder because it actually has come out that the main witness was coerced into giving a statement, and there was no murder weapon found, and there's a lot of things that basically have called for this case to be overturned, but it hasn't. But Kim Kardashian is on the case. Monica is on the case, and man, we're going to see if we can get C Murder out of jail. Okay? All right, free C Murder. All right, I just gave you guys a little celebrity news, gave you celebrity birthdays, let you know that today is National Thrift Store Day. Also let you know about our brand new radio station. Now it's time for us to let you know about the people that are doing their things on the street, the people that are moving and shaking in our communities, the people that are changing our culture, whether it's through arts, entertainment, philanthropism, entrepreneurship, religion, just the people that are making today into a better tomorrow. And today is no different than any other day on the Ride and Dirty Show. So ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, welcome to the platform. Put your hands together, get your ears close to the speaker, and welcome Miss Gloria Ann Davis. How you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I am amazing.
And so everyone in Radio Land, hello.
I'm amazing. We got some beautiful weather today in Atlanta, and I'm going to hit a thrift store when I get through talking to you.
Absolutely.
All right. So look, Miss Davis, let's get into it. First of all, I want to say welcome to the platform.
Thank you very much.
All right. So the first thing I always like for everyone to do is properly introduce themselves and let the world know where you're from.
My name is Gloria Ann Davis. I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan.
All right. Have you ever heard this song? It's so cold in the D.
Yes, it gets very cold.
Okay, so Miss Davis, when did you? What was you? First of all, what was it like growing up in Detroit, and when did you realize you had a talent?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I was in Dr. Mattie Moss Clark Choir, as well as the Voices of Praise. I traveled with many choirs, but I went to school for engineering, so that kind of like blocked my travel time. And so when, the quarantine came, I got busy in the music industry. And so now my new release is God Working.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to get to your release, but I want to talk about this talent. I want to talk about what's it like being in that. First of all, what's it like being in a legendary choir? What's it like growing up, looking up to the legendary Clark sisters? Let's talk a little more about you. We're going to get to that record. We're going to get to it.
Okay, so it was a great experience. Dr. Mattie Moss Clark, she was a real good teacher, and, she didn't accept anything, and I was so excited about her teaching as well as the Voices of Praise. We were a choreography choir as well, where we won prizes on the Babalo boat. I did choreography there as well. And when it was the Gospel Fest, we won second place at the Gospel Fest. So I have a lot of experience in music, and I also was in a group at one time. So I've enjoyed tremendously the music industry.
Okay. Now, how do you describe your style of singing when it comes to gospel music? Because there's so many styles of singing. You got traditional gospel, you got praise and worship, you got upbeat, Christian contemporary. How do you describe your sound and your style?
A mix of traditional and a mix of upbeat.
Okay. All right. Now, when people hear your music, what do you want your future fans to take from your music?
Well, my first single that I produced, I wanted to take away that it's the world's answers to prayers.
Okay. All right. Now, and especially with a title like God's Working, I think that is so necessary in 2020, because definitely right now with so much going on, coronavirus, we're in the midst of Black Lives Matter movement, we're in the midst of a presidential election. Man, everyone definitely needs to be reminded of how God is definitely working, correct?
Absolutely.
All right, now what was your inspiration behind this single?
My inspiration is always being in the presence of great recording artists like the Clark sisters and the Kiera Sheard and so many tremendous artists of that nature influenced my arrival to this day.
Okay. Now, in your musical journey, have you always done gospel music, or were there ever any times that you swayed away and decided to do any other styles?
I always did gospel music.
Okay. No doubt. Do you remember that first time you ever had to stand up and lead that solo song by yourself?
Yes, my mom used to push me when I was young, and my very first song was "Yes, Jesus Loves Me."
All right. What was that experience like, and how old were you?
I was like 5 years old. I had butterflies in my stomach. I was nervous. I was looking around, but Mom pushed me to get up front and get the mic.
All right, definitely. How do you feel about, because now especially in the music business, because I'm older. I kind of came up in the era of vinyl, and I remember my dad listening to vinyl records, and then we moved to cassettes, and then CDs, and now most things are digital downloaded. How do you feel about the progression of music when it comes to where it is in 2020, especially when it comes to how people can access your music today? Because now you can actually get your music heard faster and farther than a long time ago.
Yes, indeed. It's more accessible and really freely. You could be at the airport and listen to the music. It's more convenient as of today than it was yesterday.
Okay. Now, when you wrote, what was your thought process when you went in and decided to write God's Working? What was your thought process? What was going through your head?
That people need encouragement, and people need to know that despite what we see, we still need to remember faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen.
All right. Now, what would be your words of advice to someone who maybe they have corona or maybe they're struggling with their kids? Especially right now, some schools are open, some schools are closed. Maybe they're juggling work and educating their kids. What would be your words of encouragement, especially when it comes to faith? Because right now in 2020, I'm encountering so many people whose faith is tested daily by some form or another.
Well, even though our faith may be tested, stay strong, stay focused, look up, because God is the answer and the healer to all your prayers.
Okay. All right. Tell people what might be one example to just always, as a word of encouragement, to let them know that God is working.
God knows your concerns. He knows your problems you have. He knows what problems you're going through. But your problems sometimes strengthen you to be the better person in Him. And sometimes God allows us to be encouragers to help people understand that He has never left us alone. He's right there by our side, and He will be there when you need Him.
Okay, definitely. All right, now, how is the Greater Grace Temple Choir or the Greater Grace Temple Church receiving your single? And what's how is the congregation taking to you?
Oh, they're taking it pretty well. My pastor was very excited about it, and my single is playing a lot overseas, and he was not aware that my single was being played with his introduction, which is Bishop Gary Harper, Greater Grace of Taylor, Michigan. He was introducing a lot of my songs overseas, so I had to let them know, well, they know about you, Pastor, even though you may not know about him. So, yeah, he's a great leader and a great encourager to my talent, and the church is accepting it well.
Okay. Can we expect the video anytime soon?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. My music video will be out in about approximately 1.5 weeks. And I would like everyone to tune in. I should have it uploaded to Vivo, and I should have it on other YouTube areas. So I hope that you'll take a look at my video.
All right. Now, is there an album on the way, a future project on the way, or are you just going to continue to drop singles, or right now you're just going to focus on God's Working?
I'm going to continue to drop singles until the Lord say different. My expectation is to, be on radio stations, get the most exposure as possible, and, appear on stage.
Okay. All right. I got to ask, do you prefer being behind the pulpit with the choir, or do you prefer being out front on stage delivering your word?
Well, when you're doing God's work, you don't care what position you're in. You just want to please God. So I don't have to be in front and I don't have to be in the back. Whatever God says for that day, I'm willing to do.
Just let him use you.
Absolutely.
Let him use you. No doubt, no doubt. All right, now, with this record, definitely doing what it's doing, people loving it, feeling it. When it comes to feeling accomplished and feeling like you're doing God's mission, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. I wake up easier knowing that I'm doing the God's work and not letting distractions come before that. And, living in a Christian life is a process. And when I say it's a process, the enemy can stray you from doing what God wants you to do. But I want to tell Radio Land, you stay focused and determined to do God's will, and despite the distractions that it may come, don't let that discourage you. Just keep on, because it's a process. You start off like a baby, and you got to learn how to walk. And then pretty soon you'll be walking as an adult, strong in the Lord. And you won't allow hindrance to stop you from doing what God has for you to do. And that's where we all need to get. But it's a process, everyone. So I'm not to judge anyone or where they are in the process. We're all pursuing our goals towards God's kingdom.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. Amen. So look, before we get up out of here, let the people know how they can purchase God's Working, listen to God's Working, stream God's Working, how they can get their hands on your single.
It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's all in about 14 electrical companies online. I don't know what the names of them. Sorry about that. But Spotify and iTunes do have it. And my upcoming music video will be on Vivo. So I'm looking forward to getting as many streams as possible. And you all be encouraged and always trust in God.
All right.